everyone. Let us now understand how can we solve this problem. Count submatrices with top left element and sum less than k. So we are given with a 2D matrix, zero indexed integer matrix grid and an integer k. So we are given with a grid and an integer k. Now, return the number of submatrices that contain the top left element of the grid and have a sum less than or equal to k. Now I have 7, right? That is the top left element, right? And we are given with k is equal to 18. This is the matrix and k is equal to 18. 7, it is having a sum less than 18, right? This is the only submatrix. 7 and 6, this is also having a sum of 13, which is less than k. And if you see here, 7, 6, and 3, which is 16, right? So they took this here. Now 7 and 6, which is also 13, and it's also less than k, which is 18. Now let us take this example and understand how can we solve this. But before that, constraints given m is equal to grid dot length, n is equal to grid of I dot length, number of rows and number of columns respectively. N and m will be less than or equal to 1000, and 0 is less than or equal to grid of I, j is less than or equal to 1000, and k can be till 1 in 9. Now let us understand what we actually need. As you see here, 7, and I have 7 plus 2. If I have to consider this submatrix, I need to have 7 plus 2, which is nothing but 9. And then I need 7 plus 2 plus 9, which I can get simply by adding 9 to the previous one. Just store here 9, right? So 9 plus 9 is nothing but 18. Now 7 and 1. I have 7 and 1. How do I get it? 1, if I add with 7, I would just get 8. Now I have 2. Instead of going 1 and then going to 7, if I have 1000 rows, I need to iterate 1000 times, which would be taking 1000 into 1000, right? So, which is a much time complexity. So what I'll do, 2 plus 8, which is nothing but 10. But the actual problem comes here. I'll tell you how. So let me take this 7215 and let me explain you how can I get it, right? So 7215, right? 7 and 2. What is the sum of this 7 and 2? Which is nothing but 9. 1 plus 5 is 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Now here, what I'm thinking is take this 18 and take this 15, right? So I would get 33. But what is the actual sum, right? So let's understand. 7 plus 2, 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 6, right? 18 plus 6, right? So 7 here and then 6 here, 7 and then 666. Wait, I think we got an error here. It won't be 15. 7 plus 8, 7 plus 1, 8 plus 8 plus 7, 15. Yes, exactly 15. Sorry. Right? So I have a 0 here. Now, if you see here the whole sum, let's understand what will be the whole sum. Right here, I'm thinking that I might get a 33 by because I have 18 and then 15. Now, actually, what I would get 7 plus 1, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 9, 19 plus 5, 24, right? 24 plus 0 would be 24 itself. Now, if you see, how did I get this 18? I got this 18 by, let me write it here, 7 plus 2 plus 9. How I got this 15? I got this 15 by 7 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5. That's it, right? Now, how did I get this 9? I got it by 7 plus 2. Now, here I need to get 24. But for that, I'm just adding the element which is already there, 0. Alright? Now, what I need here is 7, 2, 9, 1, and 5. 7, 2, 9, 1 plus 5, right? So, uh, 1 plus 5, 7 plus 2 plus 9. Where did I get here? 7 plus 2 plus 9, I already got here, which is nothing but 18 here. So, what I am thinking is add this 18. So, add this 18, which is nothing but I minus 1 comma j. Excuse me. Now 1 plus 5 is the one where I got it, right? 1 plus 5 is the one which I didn't get. So 1 plus 5 is present here. 1 plus 5 is present here. But it is also containing 7 plus 2. And I also have the 7 plus 2 here. So if I just cut this down, right? So I will add this whole, which is nothing but I will add this whole, which is nothing but I, comma, j minus 1. I will add it. I will add it. And as it is also having 7 plus 2, which is nothing but this one, which is this one. So I would cut this off here. Why? Why? Because I already added here 7 plus 2 already added at this point. So I don't need 7 plus 2 again here and also here. So that's why I would cut this element, which is nothing but this element is nothing but I minus 1, j minus 1. Let me do that. Let me do that. 33 minus 9. What I would get? 24, right? So I think the algorithm is clear for you. Let me write the algorithm. So for I is equal to 1, I is less than n, I plus plus, where n is the number of rows, m is the number of columns, right? So I is equal to 1, I is less than n, I plus plus, number of rows, right? Number of rows. So this needs to add it with this. So grid of the row is I and the column is the same column, 0 will be the same, will be added with grid of I minus 1, comma 0. The same with, so this is the first column which I am fixing. This is the first row which I have to fix. Let me write it. For I is equal to 1, I is less than m, the number of columns I plus plus, grid of the same row, 0, and I, grid of 0, I minus 1, right? So that's how I fix the first row and first column. Now, for I is equal to 0, I have fixed all these 24, 15, 8, 7, 9, 18, something like that. If I just add it, so I'll do one thing. 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 minus 8 would be 17, right? So it would be 17 here. 24 plus 17. Let me do this in a calculator. 24 plus 17. 24 plus 17 will be 41. 41 minus 15. 41 minus 15 will be 26. So here it would be 26. Right? So from this, I'll just pick what are the elements which are having a sum less than or equal to k. Right? Now, I didn't do this. I row and also the first column. I didn't fix these two. I'll tell you how I will fix it. I is less than n, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j is less than m, j plus plus. If I is greater than 0 and j is greater than 0, I'll do one thing. Grid of I, j plus is equal to grid of I minus 1, j plus grid of I, j minus 1. This is the sum which I am taking. This one, let me take another color. This one and this one. I need to remove this, right? So the diagonal element. So I'll do that by removing grid of I minus 1, j minus 1, right? So that's the whole thing which I would get. And if the answer will be incremented if ij is less than or equal to k. They said should be less than or equal to k, right? Less than or equal to k. So I'll be incrementing the answer, but before that, let me initialize answer is equal to 0. That's how you solve this problem. And if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. And please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I have given the code link in the description if you can't get it. So please go and check the description. Thank you for watching this video.